Yeah, you guessed it. Today is welding day. Going to be welding on some 1/8" aluminum plate, working on some edge welds. And the first thing that needs to be done is to clean up the aluminum. TIG welding is a little finicky when it comes to cleanliness. A little like that annoying grandmother who keeps asking you if you've washed your hands after you went to the bathroom. And if you didn't, things usually didn't go well for you. Same thing with TIG welding. If it's not clean, it's not going to go well. I clamped up the plates on a chunk of 4" aluminum angle iron to keep everything straight while I welded it up. And everything looks pretty square, so I decided to tack up one tack on each end and then continue welding straight through. Now the welding sounds a little weird because I've got the video playing back at double speed. Not exactly the most exciting thing to watch. Now welding on this big chunk of aluminum here, I'm hoping it'll keep the weld a little cooler so it doesn't melt through. It's called a chill block. It's actually just a big heat sink. And the weld bead doesn't look half bad, not great, but decided to crank the amperage up here to about 120 or so, see if I can get a little better penetration. And that other weld, it didn't seem to be penetrating as well, so I'm going to try this one without the chill block and see what happens. Yeah, I smashed into the tungsten. It startles me every time, even though I've done it 100 times. Well, I definitely got better penetration, especially towards the left there. It actually kind of started melting. You can see it a little bit better on the underside here. And the next thing I've got to do is test these welds. I'm going to use old Mr. Pipe Wrench for that. Not sure if this is the proper way to test these welds or not on aluminum, but I figure I'll throw the pipe wrench on there and give it a pull, see if it holds up. And as you can see, it doesn't hold up well at all. Snapped right off. And it snapped right off right along the weld line. And this next one I welded it off the chill block. And we'll see what this one does. Oh, and I was really rooting for that one too. Snapped right off. Now with this last one, I welded it off camera. Spent a little extra time, slowed the weld down. And actually this one held the best out of all three. You see here it didn't snap off at least. Weld was not real pretty. It was kind of flat and melted looking. None of those nice ripples. But it held the best. This is not actually my shop. I'm shooting this video at my local makerspace, which is nice because I'm using a Miller Dynasty here, which has a price tag of about $5,000. So I get to use all this cool stuff that I wouldn't normally get to use. And maybe that's part of the reason why my welds didn't turn out so good. I get distracted by all the cool stuff. It's kind of like my wedding night. I get so distracted by all the cool toys to play with, I wind up with not such good penetration. Anyway, that's what I've got for this week. If you're an experienced TIG welder and happen to find your way to this video, first of all, let me apologize. Second of all, maybe if you saw something I'm doing wrong, you could let me know in the comments section. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.